Carl, back to you.
All right, Bob. We'll see you later. Bob Pisani, thank you. By the way, tonight on CNBC, make sure you tune in for a special program, Inflation and Your Stocks, hosted by our own Becky Quick. Guests will include the CEOs of Papa John's. That's tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Before we go to break, take a look at the bond report. Not the busiest week for Fed and Macro, although we will get minutes on Wednesday, PCE Thursday. Yields are up a little bit, but still 10-year below 282. Dow's up 341. Don't go anywhere.
Singer, songwriter, and social justice crusader Nathaniel Rateliff takes you on a rock and soul journey with his bandmates, the Night Sweats.
I'm very excited to have our own Sirius XM show. Each month we'll have a new friend of ours on to talk about music and songs that they love. Never get old.
Night Sweats Radio with Nathaniel Rateliff. Every month on the Spectrum, Channel 28. Anytime on the SXM app. Included with all trials and popular plans.
I never ever thought I would open a business for myself, and then I had a baby.
Meet Patrice Mousseau, founder of Satya Organics, a skincare company created for people with skin issues, powered by Shopify.
When Esme was about 8 months old, she developed eczema. The doctor's only option to me was steroid creams. I just started experimenting in my kitchen crock pot. I actually found something that cleared her eczema up in 2 days. After about a year or so of just selling it out of my kitchen window, I decided to make a business out of it. Shopify templates are fantastic, and their customer service is absolutely stellar. You can buy Satya online, you can buy it in stores, you can buy it in our social channels, and that's all made possible by Shopify.
When you're ready to share your business with the world, grow it on Shopify, the all-in-one commerce platform trusted by millions of businesses like Satya. Get a free 14-day trial at shopify.com/XM and start selling wherever your customers are with easy-to-use tools and friendly 24/7 support. Go to shopify.com/XM right now. Shopify.com/XM.
Rob tried to manage his constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating day after day. After realizing it was irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, he found another way and finally said yes to adding Linzess.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
Hustle up, we've got 8 more floors to go before lunch.
Sarusha's window washing business is reaching new heights.
Wipe, and let's roll.
They need more certified cleaners to keep online reviews, them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Good morning. I'm Sarah Eisen here in Davos, Switzerland for the World Economic Forum, where a lot of the conversations from the top CEOs and policymakers are centering on the bear market, the volatility we've seen in stocks, the prospects for a global recession, and of course the U.S. economy, including the health of the U.S. consumer. I just wrapped up an interview with the CEO of Citigroup, Jane Fraser. Here's what she said about the state of the U.S. consumer right now.
The consumer is in good shape. I see it of our credit card franchise, and I see it of the banks. Typically, we get about $1 trillion of savings in the consumer. It's $3.6 trillion still. It'll come off as the savings rate has come down, but there is a lot of cash and deposits sitting there in the consumer. That is a buffer against the inflation that we're seeing.
Some optimism there. Find out what she said, though, on inflation and just how much the Fed will have to do to fight that. I'll bring you the entire interview with Citigroup CEO Jane Fraser in the next hour when I join you for Squawk on the Street. We'll be right back.
Get
Memorial Day savings on electronics from NFM. Take 10% off Mart price on select name brand TVs and soundbars. Get a free screen with any qualifying RCA portable projector. Save up to 35% off suggested retail on party speakers and get a free reward card with select models. Use 24-month financing on qualifying electronics. Save more at NFM in Groundscape. Some exclusions apply. Minimum monthly payments required for financing. 18% APR. See nfm.com for details.
Dr. Pepper invites you to enjoy Scarborough Renaissance Festival. It's interactive fun for everyone, 16th century style. Enjoy jousting, birds of prey, enchanting mermaids, and 20 stages of nonstop entertainment. Discover hundreds of shops and amazing artists and demonstrations. There's food and drink fit for a king, and so much more. Details at srfestival.com. Step back in time for the time of your life and enjoy a Dr. Pepper at Scarborough Renaissance Festival. You deserve it.
Hand me that nail gun.
Here you go. And here's the fries.
Lunch. Who's hungry?
You know, maybe instead of loading up a nail gun with French fries to feed the crew, we should just order lunch through Easy Cater. Food from all our favorite restaurants.
My bad.
On time and as ordered.
Delicious. Huh. Load up the hot dogs while I think about it.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Tired of companies like Google and Facebook watching everything you do online? There's actually a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with a push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Doug. Chances are you're jamming in your car right now. And since Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance so you only pay for what you need, Limu and I are going to show you some safe car dance moves. Hit it. Everybody, check your blind spots real quick. Now hands on the wheel. Put them 10 in 2 and move your head like a bird do. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey everyone, it's me, Kevin Hart. Sirius XM went and gave me my own channel. I'm bringing you stand-up, sketches, and live programming.
And I'm giving you my show, Straight from the Heart. Plus, check out my podcast, Comedy Goldmine.
Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud. Sirius XM, Channel 96.
JP Morgan Chase hosting its Investor Day in New York City. Leslie Pickard joins us now. She has the latest for us. Leslie.
Hey, David. Yeah, we're here at JP Morgan's New York City headquarters where the firm is holding its first investor day since before the pandemic began. Hundreds of people filed in to hear from senior executives at the largest bank in the United States. Chairman and CEO Jamie Dimon kicked off the presentation seeking to court favor with investors unhappy with the stock's 25% slump this year. One concern has been that of that expenses, JP Morgan reiterated that figure would be $77 billion this year, and Dimon described how they're thinking about spending.
There are good expenses and bad expenses. Bad expenses are things which lead to bureaucracy, waste, corporate statism, things like that. Good expenses are new branches, new bankers, things which are going to pay off for a long period of time.
This year. And the key booster to the stock price today, though, is the firm's adjusted outlook for net interest income, excluding markets, to come in at $56 billion this year. That's up from prior guidance of $53 billion, thanks to rising interest rates, which serve as a tailwind for this metric of profitability. And it also implies that Dimon doesn't really see an imminent recession severely destroying NII. Dimon said in his presentation that he thinks the U.S. economy is still strong for now, thanks to monetary and fiscal stimulation.
That strong economy is being met by two countervailing forces, both of which you've never seen before. Okay, high inflation, QT. And obviously, the Fed's going to try to meet it. We don't know the outcome. That's your guess. But, you know, we can have a good scenario all the way to a bad scenario. And the war in Ukraine, the humanitarian crisis, the impact on the global economy, rolling into global oil markets, wheat markets, commodity markets, et cetera. Wars have unpredictable outcomes.
We'll be here throughout the day to bring you all the headlines. Carl?
Still leading the Dow right now. 4% move on JPM. Leslie, thank you.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? This is your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning, guys. This is a place where every single day we discuss the market from three different perspectives. The first one being from a technical perspective, looking at the markets from charts and analytics and numbers, and just looking, I guess the best way from a geek perspective, right? And then our second one is going to be from our news cycle perspective, which is our daily topics. And this is where we kind of look at all the news all around the market today. We're not deep diving today, but we are looking just at kind of the news on a Monday. And last but not least, we look at the market from a biblical perspective. This is called Christ and Crypto after all, everybody. So Christ is at the center of the show. And I hope, let me check, news cycle perspective. We have sound today. Things are going well. And, guys, I was not here on Friday. I apologize to you. I apologize. I actually was driving to El Paso on Friday and trying to see what we can do as far as a new location. We drove out to El Paso, 10 hours from Dallas on Friday, right after the show, and then didn't get the chance to upload because we had to get on the highway. So we immediately went on the highway, spent the night in El Paso on Saturday or Friday, looked at 7 houses on Saturday, putting in an offer today on a house, and we will see if we can get one. Trying to use our crypto and things and not the traditional banking system to get a house. So we'll see if that works. I guess why I'm here, I should say the social media thing, right? Please do that social media thing. Like, subscribe. You know what it is. Notification bell so you can be notified when we go live. Things are a little insane right now, and the question is the bottom in? Is the bottom in? Good morning to Rope-A-Dope who just popped in. And like Rope-A-Dope, when the rest of you guys get in here, please make sure if you stop by and you just want to help the algorithm out, you know what it is. Hit that like button. We appreciate you. So I was going to flip it. I'm trying to decide. I think I might dive into the TA right now or the news cycle right now. I'm going to let this TA play out a little bit. I'm going to let it play out first. We're going to switch things up a little bit, and we're going to jump into the news cycle first today, okay? So let's see what's popping in the news, and let me go ahead and hit that daily topic and fade to black. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing today? This is your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning. This section specifically is the daily topics, guys, and I'm going to switch up how we do it. I think from now when we open the show, I am going to do the topics first, followed by the TA. That gives some people some time to get in here and get a chance to figure out what TA they want, and then by the time we're done with the daily topics, we get into the TA for everybody. And that gives us some time to not rush through the news, because I want to jump through the news, and I think that's very, very, very important. So since the fact that you are here with me on Monday, May 23rd, 9 a.m. in the morning at Christ in Crypto, I appreciate you. For you guys that don't know, my name is Christian Israel, and please hit that social media thing, do that like button, and let's jump into some of the immediate news off the bat. And one of those is, and I guess I'm not even going to go into a paid prescription for whatever trust nodes are, but I can tell you this. GameStop launches Ethereum wallet. Now, since I didn't actually see, and it says with Loopring. It says with Loopring, which is pretty cool. So we're going to jump in on CoinDesk, because CoinDesk is going to give us that free news article here. And it says here, GameStop unveils crypto and NFT wallets as shares jump 3% this morning. I know we're jumping a little bit and see a little bit of the Wall Street, because I think it's important to pay attention to what's going on in the regular market right now. But for you to know, GameStop, NFTs, and now its own Ethereum wallet on Loopring. So we'll see. We know there's a lot of stuff going on Ethereum. I'm not sure. I am not the biggest bull on Ethereum products in general. Not my thing. But we will see how this works out. People are still putting their eggs in the Ethereum basket. So the question for me, and I pose to you, is Ethereum going to be the reason all these companies succeed? Or is Ethereum going to be the reason all these companies end up failing? Right? And I put that out there mainly because everybody's integrating themselves with wallets and layer 2 protocols, right? With using layer 1 is Ethereum. So we're going to see how this works. You know, I feel the same way about Bitcoin and all these companies intertwining themselves inside of Bitcoin. We'll see how this works because I was watching this morning, World Economic Forum, listening to interviews at Davos this morning. And one of the persons said, you know, there's 19,000 cryptos and 99.9% of them are junk, which we all know. Then he made a comment. He says, how are we supposed to know what's going to be around? Because someone's like, well, Bitcoin and Ethereum. He said, you know, that's possible. But here's the catch. AOL was the dominant of its time, right? And America Online, and that's a dead company now. And the other thing he said was Amazon and Google did not exist at its height that it was, or pets.com, right? These things that people thought was going to be fire, or things that people thought would fail, you know, like selling only books or selling only music on a phone or an iPod, right? Like those things ended up actually doing what it's supposed to do and making people money and expanding and being one of the biggest companies in the world. So Bitcoin is not a physical company, so we'll see how that works. Ethereum is a company in the consensus, right, foundation. So we'll see how that intertwines with them. So good luck to GameStop and all the GameStop Diamond Eye holders, squeeze long people. Good luck to you and your Ethereum wallets and NFTs. I hope that it works out for you. Speaking of stocks, overall today, the stocks opened the week higher as they close towards a near bear market. So if you guys know, an actual bear market is considered 20% from the top. Now, Bitcoin is like 50-something% from the top, right? XRP is still in a bear market as it is a whole bunch from its all-time high. I don't want to go into that right now. It hurts my heart. But that's what we are looking at. A volatile trading session on Friday while I was on the road. I don't believe anything was made. I'm still not sold on the pump over the weekend. We'll go over that in TA and see. Either I am completely insane and all this is going to pump to oblivion this week and completely make me sad, or there's one more downside. So we'll see, because stocks are slightly up this morning, I believe. Yeah, let me look. The S&P is up 0.42%. Dow Jones up 0.87% right now. As I look over to the left, you can see the screen behind me. I've got Squat Box on. So we'll see how that goes. The individual stock shares of VMware, which I've heard a lot about over the weekend as well, jumped 18%. And people are worried about what VMware is. And my understanding, I'm not the smartest person about VMware, but if we go to the profile here and look at it, are you going to let me look at the profile? Oh, you're not going to let me do that today? Okay, just took a second. All right. Let's see here. This is, what is VMware? Off the bat. I know it's some kind of tech, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. There was a lot of people talking about that over the weekend in the finance world about VMware. So while we're here, if you guys get a chance, good morning, Lee Lord, good morning, Bullish as well, welcome. Look that up for me. Okay, speaking of, let's go into crypto, because people are bullish. Let's all get up right now. And here's one of those things that got people really bullish is longs have doubled. Now, what does this mean? So we have shorts and longs, right? If you long something, that's like you buy it, you're betting on it for it to go up. If you short something, you're better and for it to go down. Calls versus puts, same kind of thing in options, right? However, in crypto, we get this thing we call get front run, where all the money knows exactly what the move's going to be before the move happens, and then they execute the move, and then if you're a retail investor, you're on the backside of that move, normally late. This thing here saying on the weekly scale that longs are up towards $85,000 makes me feel some type of way. Now, I'm going to go back and I need to go and look at charts, and I'm going to break this down tomorrow and really look at what's going on in the charts, because 2.6 billion bets on up now, which make me feel like there's one more short. One more. And that's where I'm at. I am just not set like, you know what, everybody's like, the bottom's in and we're here. You know what, we're still going to go. People are still, not everybody is broken. You got me? Not everybody is broken yet. I'm not broken, and I won't be broken unless XRP breaks below 20 cents. If XRP breaks below 20 cents, I might be broken, because all structure will be broken there. And then I won't know what's going on. I'll be honest with you. And if anybody will tell you they know what's going on, specifically if Bitcoin breaks lower, right, than 25K, we won't know what's going on, because that will kill all the charts, everybody's charts. We're looking as far as a bull run is concerned this year, right? As far as a bull run is concerned this year. So longs are up. We're going to pay attention to that. And this is why I think we're going to switch to doing the news first. We can go into the news and then go into some of the charting and then close out. Therefore, people that want to get the charts, you know, I know Rope-a-Dope is here on time, but he's normally a little late, right? Or Dragonfire Crypto is a little late sometimes. So we'll get those charts going after we get the news. Speaking of, Terra's implosion was kind of crazy, right? But now you got all these different stable coins that are going to pop up, which I believe is what's going to cause more issues. And if you believe stable coins are an issue, let me know in the comments. If you like stable coins, hit the like button. If you don't like stable coins, hit the like button 3 times. Just let me know. Pound it. Bang, bang, bang. It says a stable coin backed by cans of iced tea has been launched. Arizona Iced Tea has launched a stable coin. And it says satire or not. Satire or not. USDT T, a new stablecoin, has joined the gamut of stablecoins in the ecosystem. The stablecoin is backed by America's leading iced tea brand, Arizona Iced Tea, which sold consistently for 99 cents since 1996. So you're telling me that the stablecoins, guys, are set at 99 cents, and so is Arizona Tea, which is funny. So we will see how that works itself out. So I just wanted to play that with you, show that with you. Okay, so let's do a little bit more news here. Korea is issuing like a warning over Litecoin. Now, Charles Lee, I think his name was, right? In 2018, dumps all his Litecoin. Let me see. Is it Charles Lee? Is it Charles Lee? Charlie Lee. Close. Charlie, Charles, right? So if you guys know that he dumped all of his Litecoin in 2017 because it was the top and he was smart and he knew it. However, that's the founder that dumped everything on everybody, Litecoin. So when you see Korea Crypto Exchange issue warnings over Litecoin over confidential transactions, what's taken so long? This is my thought on it. What has taken so long? Litecoin to me is in the same ballpark as some other things. So I want to play this for you before we go over to the World Economic Forum. I want to play this for you. Are you ready? This blew my mind. Just listen. Just listen for a second.
We have something called a Protocol Armageddon at the company. So what Protocol Armageddon is that's a kill switch. So whenever we feel like we're no longer in a position to be able to best serve the community, we pull the trigger and 24 hours we're gone. We burn all of our assets, we cut all of our ties, and it's nothing. So that's just in case where things move a little bit faster than we're anticipating.
Yeah, you're going to listen to that again.
We have
listen to that again.
sort of something called a protocol Armageddon at the company. So a protocol Armageddon is that's a kill switch. So whenever we feel like we're no longer in a position to be able to best serve the community, we pull the trigger and 24 hours we're gone. We burn all of our assets. We cut all of our
The guy
ties.
interview, how are you not saying scam?
So that's just in case
Scam.
where things move a little bit
Scam.
faster than we're anticipating.
He just told you that they're going to scam you. He just said it. There's a kill switch. So the question is, does crypto in itself have a kill switch? This guy never thought these things would get out here, right? And he ran his mouth just like all the Ethereum people and a lot of people from a lot of other projects. In fact, I even had somebody on this that I've been rug pulled. I have been rug pulled, right? I have been rug pulled. I had an investor on here from Safe Haven, right? And they rug pulled. They did well. They put money into their campaign, and then when it was time to really get going, they rug pulled. It is what it is. They get a lot. Now, Safe Haven wasn't at this level, okay? Good morning, Alcoy. Good to see you, brother or sister. I'm assuming I don't know who you are, but I'm going to say greetings to you. Welcome to the channel. My thing is here, does crypto have a complete kill switch? That's what we need to know. Because this guy said it out loud in the interview, was just laughing and laughing and laughing. And I wonder, right? Like, listen one more time. I mean, just listen.
We have sort of something called a protocol Armageddon at the company. So a protocol Armageddon is that's a kill switch. So whenever we feel like we're no longer in a position to be able to best serve the community, we pull the trigger and 24 hours we're gone. We burn all of our assets, we cut all of our ties, and it's nothing. So that's just in case where things move a little bit faster than we're anticipating. We have...
What does it mean by faster than they're anticipating? Like, what is that supposed to mean? And that's what catches my brain. Not if we were hacked. Not if, we catch the top. But if things move faster than they anticipated. What does that mean? That's my curiosity. He cut that. So, I'll play that for you. Well, I just wanted to see what you may or may not think about that. And I don't know. Things happen, boy, don't they? Not if things happen. Okay, so yeah, Lee, Safe Haven. You remember that? Complete rug pull. And in fact, on the side of Twitter right now, that's Safe Moon. But man, complete rug pull. Not happy about that. But that's why the guys we had interviewed on the show, right, from Carbon 12 and Gridiron and Hologram with the AR social media platform, and then the Carbon 12 for the cryptocurrency for churches staying out of the system. That's why I say we got to do our research. We got to really look into some of these. And I love those guys, and from what I understand, they seem great. But I always tell people to do their own research, and they don't have anything for you to invest in on the public side. It's all private right now. But I mean, it's important to pay attention to what people say. And one of the people saying something right now is Sheila Warren, the CEO of Crypto Council for Innovation. And she shares her insights in this interview that she had here in Davos. And she says, I'm finding that old acquaintances, some of the folks that we know from the business side, from the public sector, are just thrilled. And everybody wants to talk about blockchain and crypto. Even given recent developments, I feel very positive because I feel like we are seeing again a contraction that's going to mean that very serious people remain in this space. We want people that are serious about the opportunity and the potential this technology and innovation hold. So it's important to know that still the top people in the world are okay with crypto. You just got to be careful. You got to be careful. That's my thought process here for you today. Is you gotta be careful. And let's see why we're here. Let's see if there's any quick news that's jumped off. Just to see. Let's check out. You know what? Here we go. There's a couple more here. Let's look at this one real quick. Last two more. World Economic Forum is taken over by crypto firms promoting rapid adoption. So that's adding on to what we just heard. And I heard there's a lot of crypto things going on there. And, you know, Klaus Schwab just said they're controlling the world and they're building the future. I decided, you know what? I changed my mind just now. Just now, I decided I'm going to play that clip for you because I can't quote somebody. I can't quote somebody and not play the clip for you because then I'm just not, I'm not holding it right. So let's go ahead and listen to this guy right here.
Let's also be clear. The future is not just happening. The future is built by us, by a powerful community as you here in this room. We have the means to improve the states of the world. But two conditions are necessary. The first one is that we act all as stakeholders of larger communities, that we serve not our only self-interests, but we serve the community. That's what we call stakeholder responsibility. And second, that we collaborate. And this is the reason why you find many opportunities here during the meeting to engage into very action and impact-oriented initiatives to make progress related to specific issues on the global agenda.
Related to specific issues. This guy is straight out of James Bond villain. I am telling you, a straight villain from James Bond. They say they are building the future. Where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? How are you going to take advantage? They're dumping on us right now in the market, crushing us in the market, hurting us in the market. It does not mean that now is the time to give up. And we're going to jump into that in the next section in long sum, short sum. I saw that the audio is low bullish. I turned it up. It's low in general in that. I turned it all the way up here and on the computer just now. Here's what I'll do for you, okay? I'm going to take this real quick and I'm going to drop that link for you in the... I'm going to drop that link for you here in the chat because that's a little low. Now, the question is my audio low that you can hear me or is it just the video? Here's the video real quick so you guys can see it. There's that status, okay? So hopefully that helps a little bit and maybe the audio is not so low. I've tried to turn it up. I don't want to blast your ears out. So if that seems a little low, let me know and I'll turn it up for moving on, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get out of this section. That is the end of this section. Today is just the basic news, but my big thing is Davos is happening right now. The markets are swish-swashy, okay? And we're going to see what's going on. But really, they're discussing right now what to do with our money in Davos. What to do with our money in Davos. What are you doing with yours? This is your boy Christian Israel. You are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning. This is the daily section topic. We look at the market from a news perspective on this Monday morning, May 23rd, 9 a.m., bright and early. I appreciate you being here with me. Please make sure you do that social media thing, and don't forget to step in and check out Long Sum, Short Sum in our next section. In the meantime, guys, daily topics is out, social media thing, you know what to do. Later, guys. Okay, I'm back. So, was that audio really, really low? Like super low? How are you feeling? Is that a little better? You gotta let me know. Make sure we got some good. Oh, that's loud, isn't it? Oh no. You hear that? That audio is really loud. Now let's check this guy's audio again. Why we're not? Oh yeah, his audio is just low. Okay, had to check. Just had to check real quick. His audio is just low. Going back to live here, and I'm going to mute so you guys don't hear me in the background. Play that button. How was your guys' weekend, by the way? Did you have a good weekend? And I spent 22 hours driving. My audio is personally low? Okay, let's see here. I'm going to play this again for you. Just low. Going back to live here, and I'm going to mute. Can you hear that in the background? In the background. Yeah. How was your guys' weekend? Okay, hopefully that helped. I turned it up a little bit. I got it. I'm not going to say normally, please check and make sure your phone is turned up. I won't say that, or your IO, because I always mess this up. So I try to turn up a little bit. I don't want to blow your ears out. I know that audio on the World Economic Forum was just really low. I had that turned all the way up. Sounds like everything else is good. Hopefully this continues to work itself out. You know, it's Monday morning. It's Monday morning. And Monday mornings are my shows ever, right? Man, I spent 10 hours on the way to El Paso. And I'll tell you this, man. I'll tell you this right now. El Paso is beautiful. I think it's the hidden city in America. I was on the west side. We're looking at a house, hopefully, Lord willing. We are able to get a better house a little way. Dallas, I just don't want to do big city, man. That's just where I am with big cities right now. Like, big cities make me nervous in election years. 2022 and 2024. It makes me nervous in election years. So, you know, having a family, I want to be in a slightly smaller area. The city is great. You can see Mexico over the border. And everybody, here's the thing. Here's how I knew. So when I got to Dallas and we were waiting to sign the sign for the house, every single interaction I had with people in Dallas, from my ADT guy to everything, for the most part, was sketch. Okay? And we knew that from the jump. And we were just worried. So then we were like, you know what? I don't think we like Dallas. So we started looking. You know, the market is, you know, they did just raise interest rates 5 points. So, you know, people are paying 5+% on their loans for houses. And the housing market in Dallas is fired up. It's ridiculous. So we said, you know what? We could probably sell our house for more than we just bought it for. And then go get a house for either the same price or cheaper, larger, in a better place, better environment, nicer people. And we said, let's just do it. And we just did it. We just made the decision and went. And God has really led us, and just being there in itself it was beautiful and relaxing and nice. So hopefully, you know, it works out and we're able to get that house and we're able to save money, because the extra money that we're moving between things, that's going into crypto. I'm telling you that right now. I can't at these prices ignore the fact that last year we wanted these prices, right? People want these prices so bad that they were hoping, and now we're down here. So I'm here, and that's where I'm at for as far as that's concerned. So Lead says Houston and Dallas don't get along for that reason. Well, that and NFL rivalry. Well, Dallas doesn't have a good football team. I'm a Golden State Warriors basketball team player. You know, light skin. I'm team light skin. Okay, as you can see, I shoot threes. I'm not very tall. I can't touch the rim, so I got to go to a team that could shoot. I am not athletic like that. All right, so Golden State's always been my squad. Since Andre Iguodala, I went to high school with. I grew up with. I played basketball with Andre Iguodala, and he was on. He was the MVP while he played with, or the MVP Finals while he played with Golden State. So, you know, they have a little bit of my heart because of that. And then Steve Kerr was the Bulls. You know, 96 and 97 and 98 and 90, you know, he played for the Bulls. So I'm watching the Mavericks get crushed. Anyway, this is not a sports thing. Let me move on. Let's get into TA. I'm sorry, I could go. I just enjoyed my weekend, man. I missed you guys very much. But what you're here for is let's get into some TA. Because I just kind of wanted, I wanted to wait. I'm kind of trying to wait till 9:30 for this candle to close right now, because we have the opening, you know, then it pumps and it dumps, and that first hour of the opening market in itself, you don't get any real feel for what the day is going to go like. So that's why I switched out and did the news first, and then we're going to do the TA. Now, we're going to do the TA then, again, because I just explained. And that gives time for people to get in here. And if you want me to look at some TA today, guys, throw it in there. We'll look at it. We're just going to kind of look at Bitcoin in general and XRP in general today. I'm still in a trade, XRP trade right now. We'll jump into that in a second. But yes, Rope-a-Dope, Warriors, dog. I am a Warriors fan. I would have gone to the Mavs and Warriors game last night here in Dallas, but we didn't get back into Dallas until 7 p.m. The game started around that time, and I was tired. So let's see if the Warriors sweep them, because I am a Warriors fan. All right, enough of that. Let's go ahead, guys, and get into Long some, short some. Go Warriors. Let's get it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing today? This is your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into Long Sum, Short Sum, which is a part of a morning podcast called Christ and Crypto in the Morning, where we look at the markets, yes, the stock markets and equities and crypto, in three. We look at them from a news perspective, a charts perspective, which is this section right now, and of course, this is called Christ and Crypto, so you know that means a biblical perspective, which we look at the world from in general on this show. So we're going to dive into crypto today, and we're just going to look at Bitcoin and XRP. And if you guys got some that you're interested in or you want to know some crypto, write in the comments or write below, and I'll make sure to get it. Don't forget, Wednesdays is all about bring whatever crypto you want us to look at on Welcome Wednesdays. And from that point on, we will just do whatever crypto you want on Wednesday and try to make as much money for people as possible. Because you know, if you haven't been paying attention, we're trying to turn $1 into $5 and $5 into $25 over the next 2 weeks and trying to figure out how to make money in a bear market. And the way you make money in a bear market, guys, is patience. Why patience? Because there has to come a time when you don't buy the dip. When do you buy the dip? Is it dip or is it dump? Right? And I think that is the kind of questions we have to look at in the bear market. And we see there's really nothing to go over all the top 10 because everything's exactly where it was on Friday. Right? I think the 21st, 22nd, Saturday, Sunday, Friday. Yeah, everything where it was on Friday. So we're still in the same place and it's about being patient. In fact, I'm in the same exact trade that I was in on Friday. It's still there and it's set there. Down, up, and it's still set there. So before we jump into some crypto, I see someone asking for ALBT here, Rope-A-Dope. It's interesting because I actually have Alliance Blockchain on right now, and I have it on here. And the reason I am looking at it, and let me go ahead and give you guys the big screen. Make sure you go ahead and do that social media thing, guys. 10 likes is what I try to get for every channel. We're also on different social media platforms, podcasts and all that from Apple Podcasts, Google Play. You know what it is. Self-promotion. Amazon, Audible, whatever. Find us on podcasts. This is where we're here every day. And why does Alliance Blockchain have my idea? It's because of that massive wick there earlier. Now, wicks can mean two of three things. One of two or three things, right? The first one could be a long squeeze, a short squeeze, right? Where you just squeeze everybody shorty, whoop, and it takes everybody out. Another B could be a quick target, a volume increase, and that's the target, and it's a reversal candle, and it's going to indicate that we're trying to turn around. And last but not least, I believe long green candles or big red candles at the same time can be bull or bear traps. So my question is, are we in a bull trap right now across crypto? And that is why I am trying to figure out personally. So we have, when we look at this, let me tell you right off the bat, just looking at this, guys, what I see, and this is what I think it's important to see and what I have chosen to pay attention to over the bear market, right? The goal is to learn in a bear market. And what I learned is all these little quick wicks. Before, what that got me was I used to buy those. Like a wick, and I'm like, okay, that's the reversal, let's buy. And then it wick and then hang out there, and I've bought, and then it dumped on me. And I'm like, why? Why? And I start to look and go, man, but it's been sitting down here for a while. It's just chilling. What can we get going? The first thing I notice, though, when I look at this, okay, the first thing I notice when I look at this is you see this wick here? That was the last one. You have a wick here, and then it rolls down and fills that. So I always like to come here and see what's happening. And now that I have this bottom here, and then I just drew a line, look what that wick comes to. That wick that we had this morning came right back up to back test resistance. Okay? Now that looks really, really, really bullish at that moment. And then you're trying to figure out, well, is that right? What's going on here? So then we got to zoom out a little bit. and see what's going on. And we don't have a lot of data with ALBT on. So let's go on Bitfinex and see if we got some more data, which we have a little bit, but not much. And so all we can do based on what we've seen to answer your question, based on that data alone, is that we have had a back test on the daily and trying now to hold the pivot. Now, here's my thing. See this volume candle? That volume did not come in like this volume did. And this is what I'm looking for in trading, is when this pumps, then I'm screaming reversal. I have just not seen that. Now, we got this little one here, right? We go to the 4 hour, but look at your difference here. When we look at the RSI as well, we see that it did break above, which we want to see because this momentum is going up. We want to see our momentum indicator going up. The RSI coming back to test this. So what we want to see, Rope, here's what we want to see. Here's what I want to see. Okay? Could this be, right? Now, I'm going to show you a possibility, and I'm seeing this in a lot, is that I'm thinking we break lower in a lot, but for some reason, maybe it holds, right? Maybe my crazy bearishness does not play out, and this thing grinds up. And what do I mean grind up? Well, I'm seeing this across the board. You're wicking up here to our headline, right? This is the area that we have to break, specifically on ALBT, okay? But what could end up happening here, and this is why we have to watch, this is why you can never have like 100% yay or nay, is we could be seeing this, right? And then go, where it grinds up for the rest of the remaining week. Now, remember, if I can get a calendar, if I can get you guys a calendar real quick. Okay, here's our calendar. We are right here on May 23rd. Let me see, open a new, does that say open link? I don't want open link. I want open image in new tab. Thank you. So I can zoom. There we go. We're here. The monthlies close this week. So this is why I'm like, man, are we really gonna pump at the end of the month? I can't think of the last time, guys, we pumped at the end of a month. Right? And that's my thing. So when I go here and we come here and we're going to look back and we're going to go to Bitcoin real quick. Okay? And we're going to go to the weekly, and then I'm going to clear all the nonsense and we're going to auto this. Okay? Oops. Don't you love my lovely drawing? Clear that. Thank you. These are our weekly candles. Let's start here on our weeklies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight weeks of down movement. So that's a start. Okay. Now at the end of a month, and let's see, we have end of the month of February is right here. Okay. I believe that is the last time. I'm going to double check if I can get into February again. So yeah. Yep. February was the last time, and it was the last day and a half of February. We pumped nice. I think $5,000 in Bitcoin pumped. But for the most part, right, you had September kind of worked its way down the whole month. But before that February dump, that pump, right, what did the month of February do? It dumped. Then we had a little pump the week before, and then finished. So we had a 1, 2, 3. What does that look like? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yep. We had an ABC or a 1, 2, 3 to the top at the end of February. And now we're looking at this on Bitcoin. Consolidation. And so what I want to tell you here with the consolidation here, and I don't know if it's going to be Wyckoff spring up and then roll down to continue down. However, targets are up to 37,000 on the 3 hour, right? The tight stops have been hit. The question is, do we come down for a test of 26 and then go? That is what I feel. That is what I am looking for, and that is what I have put my baskets in. Now, can this pump and go? Yes, it can do whatever it wants. And yeah, I'm hedging. but I'm telling you where I'm sitting. And I'm sitting here until, see this? I know I've got a couple here, but we are still sitting on the 702 of a previous move, and we're under the 1-to-1 of a previous move. Now, where do I get bullish at? When we break 32. This can still fire up. Okay, this is what I see. Fire up to 32 first, and then come down, and then up. Okay, that would be my ultimate scenario there. And I play that because of XRP, if I can show you. XRP in itself, guys, I know these are a lot of lines. A lot of lines here. But I want to show you. XRP itself. You see this range? XRP has been ranging for the most part for a while. There we go. That's a better one. Ranging for the most part since May 12th. And we're here, but we've been ranging going higher lows. I'm sorry, lower highs. Lower highs, and we did have a lower low, but we've been grinding back up to the middle of the range. So right now, as we talk XRP, it is sitting directly at the middle of the range. That means it's under resistance. And as long as XRP is under resistance, I can't be bullish. I can't be. I can't be. In fact, if it breaks, right, because we're still, and I'll show you, and I'll zoom out. Like, I am still, this chart right here, and I need to not make that extended lines for you. Not make that, there we go. This chart right here has not completed, right? I'll zoom in real quick. Make sure I got this all right. 1, 2, yep, okay. This chart yet has not completed its down move, and it's still under the 702, right? Of the down move, which means at least 36 cents. And this is why how do I say this without sounding crazy? Myself has watched these targets hit for the last 2 years. Every time they showed. Every time. But we've been in a bull market for most of that. I mean, a bear market for most of that, right? But whenever targets begin to show, it sits and it grinds. It's always like a wave 4 grind that takes its time, grinds up people, gets the patience out of people. People go long here, and then it traps the long and dumps. Okay, and now I've told you guys before that I was waiting for lower targets, and it took a while to play out, and then my patience got the best of me, and I lost money in a trade because I didn't have patience. This is one of those times that I am saying patience. And this is one of those trades that I'm hoping turns $1 into $25. That is what I'm looking for, $1 to 5 and then 5 into 25. But if we can play this right, we can get $1 to 5 on a bounce and then 5 into 25 on the next. So this trade specifically, XRP doesn't need to go to $5. It needs to do what it does. A 25% drop from here at a 4x is 100% gain. Right? You don't need a lot. You find the right trade, small leverage. Right now my leverage is 2.45x. That's it. Right? And I built that up to be able to do that so I don't have to take larger risks. Small risk for a large reward. And that's the goal. And right now, we're just waiting on crypto to make its decision. So as I see this, we're still in the triangle, right? So no pops, no bullishness, nothing has changed except, in fact, it's actually more bearish because we're not up here. If we were sitting in this range right now, guys, if we are up here, ranging up here, right? Like this, that would be my bullish sign. But the fact that we are down here, right? Which is under the 702 means here, bounce, here, bounce, here. Or straight there and then up, right? Those are the things that I am looking for. And I am going to, until this is up here, right? And ranging up here, then I will start to consider to close this, close the short. If I lose in the short, I lose in the short. But why am I going to get out at resistance? Right? I still have targets on XRP to the lower end. Yes, there are targets on the higher end for some other things, but those are called mixed signals across the board, guys. So this was what I'm looking at. It requires patience. Patience. And I think this will pay off. So the other one real quick is Algo that Rope-A-Dope wanted me to look at real quick. And we are, you can kind of see here, that I am waiting the same. Because I saw this pop up too, right? A 22-cent algo is a possibility. And why do I say that? And why am I a big bull? As long as this area right here, that we are under that. Whenever we are under a 0.5, that means we go 5 to 10% lower, okay, than the 34, which means right at least in that area. Now, I said 22 cents as a Bitcoin dumps back below or back to 25. If I think it double taps 25K and it finishes that move, it's obviously going to drop all altcoins down with it. So when I look at Algo, it's not a hard chart, but this is where we're at. Okay, it went down the stop. It did not work its way up. Now, if this holds, right, 41 cents, 44 cents, what's the positive? If this holds and breaks above 0.5, which I know it's 6 cents from now. It's just a big range, okay? Just like Bitcoin, XRP. Look, ranging, but then it came to the lower part of the range. So is this lower part of the range consolidation for a pop, right? A pop to 702, which is exactly the resistance. As you can see, that resistance right here, that 702 is back testing the resistance. So is this little bit for a pop and then come down and finish this structure. And that is what I'm looking at. It looks like a lot of places could have the pop and then finish the correction structure. But don't jump in until we break certain levels across the board. And the first one would be 56 cents. That's the main one. The first one is 49 cents, 56 cents. Then from there, can you make some money in this process? Yes. Why? People are like, well, why don't I just long right now if you're worried about that? That's 13% or 26%. Yes, this is true. But the other thing I said as well, that I'm expecting possibly a 40% on the other side. So what does that mean? It's a coin flip on a Monday morning. It is a coin flip on a Monday morning. And yes, XRP right now again is on a different formation. Just to show you, I got to be fair that if I draw these trend lines differently, we have technically broken out there, but I am not a fan of those. We do just the wicks. And if we do just the wicks, look at that. Right at resistance. Right at resistance. And that's how tight that is. So I don't know what else to say there. I don't want to wait and see if this breaks out. We got an hour and 30 minutes hour and 10 minutes on this candle. I want to see real quick if we jump and we see JP Morgan, the banks are firing. So we see the stock market is really going. Apple is really firing. So the question is this Monday a complete reversal? GBTC, Grayscale, Bitcoin is not really moving. Target's not really moving. Walmart seems to be moving. Alliance, say we don't care about those, don't care about those, don't care about those. Brent oil. This is my chart for Brent oil. It seems to be working itself out so far. Zillow down. Zillow's still down. I've shorted Zillow. So Zillow is still down. What was that? Wells Fargo, no longer in that trade. Tapestry, that's Coach. SPY. QQQ has a little pop here as well. We're popped straight to resistance on the RSI. Netflix not really moving. That JP Morgan one is definitely one that's popped. The index is up a little bit. Robinhood is still kind of there. Now the Dixie is what we want to look at. And the Dixie, guys, has fallen back. So if the Dixie continues to fall back and does not bounce here tomorrow, then then crypto is going to pump like crazy, right? You see here, and then I got to get out of here because this has been longer than I expected it. We broke down on the parabola here. Okay, broke down. Working our way back up. See it, look for a back test. The question is the back test today and tomorrow, or for the week, and then roll over. We are almost there. And I'm going to end it this way. Imagine this being game 3. You got Steph Curry and the Warriors, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole against the one-team Mavs. And a very good, I don't think he's a rookie, second or third year player, Jalen Brunson out of Villanova. But there's still no chance because in the end, the Warriors are going to win this, whether it be 7 games, in 6 games, in 5 games, or 4 games. The Warriors are going to win. It's a wrap. Same here. The Dixie is pretty much a wrap. It might have a bump up, right, and go up and bring crypto down with it, but overall it is going to roll over, and Bitcoin is going to pump. Crypto is going to pump harder. Altcoins are going to pump harder. I want to make sure you're not sad because you missed out. That's why we still have our hodls. We have not sold our hodls. This is not a channel that tells you to sell your hodls. You invest versus trade. Trading and investment channel, long some, short some, guys. We come here so you can learn how to invest and what to learn about trading. This is not financial advice to get rid of your hodls. I'm telling you right now, I don't sell mine. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. A little deep dive, a little deeper into looking at some crypto here. But that's what it is on a Monday. I tell you guys, be very careful about trading on Mondays because you get opposite signals on Mondays. Normally, if the market pumps on a Monday, it dumps on Tuesday. Or it pumps, or if it dumps on Tuesday, it pumps on a Tuesday. Or dumps on a Monday, pumps on a Tuesday. So we're going to look at that. That is the end of long sum, short sum. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this. Please make sure you guys do the social media thing. Like, subscribe, you know what it is. 10 likes, get this channel's algorithm rolling. Please like in the comments if you want some charting done. We did Algo and Alliance Blockchain because Rope-a-Dope asked. Wednesdays is Welcome Wednesdays. Bring your crypto every single day or stock, whatever you want to know about, and we can dive into it, guys. I'm your boy, Christian Israel. You're tuned in. Time to tune out. Appreciate you all. God bless. Let's fade to black. Okay, we're back. We're back. And this show, wow, it's almost over already. And I just want to check in real quick with the news on the Wall Street Journal. Biden is still pushing. We might be going to war in Taiwan. So be careful. I don't know what's going to cause stocks to sell off or pump. I don't know. I do not know. But we know it's going to be news triggered. We are trying to find news to take us one direction or the other right now. So be careful. If we get some amazing news that pumps out and says, you know what, we're going to the moon, probably going to dump. But if we get some news that comes out and says, we had crypto regulation or XRP settles, right, or something along those lines, it's going to go hard. So be ready. So it's about 9:53 now. We're going to jump into the new creation section. If this is where you get off, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me so much. I'll give all the sign outs in a second. But let's go ahead, guys, and jump on into the new creation section because this is my favorite part. Let's get it. This is my favorite part of the podcast. Thanks for hanging out. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, then you are a new creation. Hey, everybody, what is going on? This is your boy, Christian Israel, and you are tuned into the new creation scripture section. Guys, this is the section where we go over the market from a biblical perspective and spend a little time with Jesus this morning. This is called Christ in Crypto, so obviously this is the show that has Christ at its center. So if you were coming here and you're looking for markets check out Long Sum, Short Sum, or the daily topics, or just watch Christ and Crypto in the Morning, 9 a.m. live. You can check us on the podcast on YouTube or Amazon or Apple or any other self-promotion place where you can find it. I don't like doing the self-promotion, but this channel is not sponsored. We don't get paid to be here, and the only reason that we have engagement is because you, my friend, chooses to engage with us, and the Lord has led us. So I appreciate you. Why and what are we gonna talk about today? I'm gonna make it quick because I've already been discussing this, and this is where my heart is, and this is where, Lord willing, God is guiding me and guiding my family. But we're moving to El Paso, and I've said this multiple times, and we keep seeing Jesus signs in the way there and Bible scriptures. You know, we're in Texas, and there's like a church on every block. There's more churches than liquor stores. Can't say that in most cities. This state is pretty sure one of those. There's more churches than liquor stores, I think, in the state of Texas. Don't quote me on that, but I wouldn't be surprised. However, we saw a scripture on the back of a truck. My wife it's 40-10-13. She said 40-10-13. I heard 43-10. And so we looked both up. And 43-10, 4:10, it was Isaiah. The actual verse was 40:13. I didn't even spell Isaiah right. Let's start there. And this was the original verse. It says, "Who has measured the Spirit of the Lord, or what man shows him his counsel?" And I'm like, okay, that's an interesting one. And that's what was on the back of that. But again, like I said, I heard her say 43:10. I was driving. And so I want to just read this to you, because when I see that, I'm like, okay, the Lord is trying to speak to me. And so literally while we drove, I looked it up. And now 43:10 will be the end of this. But for this, I backed it up. I said, what was before this? I want to know, outside of that scripture, what's some context to this scripture? Because when the Lord speaks to us, guys, it's not always as loud as, hey, do you hear me? A lot of times it's through his creation or signs. We always ask for a sign, right? And there's always a joke. I always forget it. I'm not good at it. But, the joke where somebody's like, God, I asked you for a sign to help me and rescue me. And God's like, I sent you 3 signs. I sent you a boat, or a raft, a boat, and a helicopter. You denied all 3, said you were waiting on God. And I sent you 3 signs. Sometimes God's not going to do the miraculous and the miracle. He's going to do the simple. That's going to answer your prayer. But you have to walk in faith. And that's what I feel right now with this El Paso move, that we have to walk in faith. And here's what this verse says about me being so nervous and racked up. And then that pops up. So let me read it to you, and hopefully this helps you on your day to day. This is Isaiah chapter 43, verses 5-10. Fear not, says the Lord, for I am with you. I will bring your offspring from the east, and from the west I will gather you. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, do not withhold. Bring my sons from afar, and my daughters from the end of the earth. Everyone who's called by my name, who I created for my glory, when I formed and made. Bring out the people who are blind, yet have eyes, who are deaf, yet have ears. And all the nations gather together, and the peoples assemble. Who among them can declare this, and show us the former things? Let them bring their witnesses to prove them right, and let them hear and say, it is true. And this is the verse that I heard. You are my witnesses, declares the Lord, and my servant whom I have chosen, that you may know and believe and understand that I am he. Before me no God was formed, nor shall there be any after me. You go read that and see what the Lord is telling you. But he tells me he's going to gather all his people. And everybody who is blind, or everybody who pretends to be deaf, you'll still be there too. He will show you everything of former and everything of new. But then he told me and my wife, we are his witnesses, just like the believers. All believers are witnesses. And we are his servant, that he chose us that we may know and believe him. Remember I read you some scripture before that said we didn't choose him, he chose us? Well, look, it's a fire right behind that. He chose you and I. So you believe, and that you may know there is no other God, despite what everyone tries to say, whatever they idolize, this coexist, or this nature, or the Scientology, or whatever it may be, or our human gods, or whatever it may be, there's one God. None before me, none after me. And everybody will know this, despite what you say. And he was telling me there that he's got my back. And I'm telling you right now, you walk in faith, it won't be immediate. Or maybe it will be. We don't know. In the Bible, it shows immediate and it shows 40 years. But your job is to walk in faith. Because when you're weak, his strength shows through. Because in your weakness, his grace is sufficient enough. This is the New Creation Scripture section. I'm your boy, Christian Israel, and our God is amazing. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you soon. Like, subscribe, do that social media thing. Talk soon, guys. God bless and see you tomorrow. This is my favorite part of the podcast. Thanks for hanging out. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, then you are a new creation. Well, guys, we are done. It is 10 o'clock, and the show is a wrap. Again, I show you this calendar. It is Monday, May 23rd. The last week. Be careful. In the last week of the month, the CME and the trading does a lot of things. I think we're almost there. I think that bottom is almost in. I think we're ready to fire up. I just think we need one more downturn. I could be wrong. In fact, I hope I'm wrong. Not really, because I'm in a trade. But for the sake of everybody else who's hodling, I hope I'm wrong. But we know this is in the Lord's hands. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. You know what it is. Thank you, Lee Lord. Thank you, Bullish on XRP. Thank you, Humble Hodler. Thank you, Rope-A-Dope. Go Warriors. I appreciate y'all. You, most importantly, go God. But please remember these 3 words. I'm your boy, Christian Israel. You are tuned into Christ and Crypto in the Morning. Here's your 3 words, 3 phrases to sign out that I hope you keep to remember. God loves you. I love you. You are loved. Until next time, guys, peace and love. God bless, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and do the thing that people do on social media. At Twitter, at TikTok, you know, New Creation Capital. Let us know, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you guys have a great day. Later, guys.